Welcome to a new season of Lake Erie Port of Call. Mike Jameson here with you, and it's 1st of May. We're a little bit behind. The weather's been terrible. Haven't been able to do anything. It's been windy, and actually it's my first weekend to come down here and clean the boat and get a lot of things done here with it. Easy year for me, just some touch-up paint on the bottom and getting a really good coat of wax on it, and we'll be doing that. This week we'll be talking with people here at Brenner 75 and at Harrison Marina here, and the great folks at Brenner have taken really good care of us for 5 years now, and I can't thank them enough for taking my old boat, and it's an old one, it's a 91, and making sure it's stored right, and have done just a great job. If I need anything fixed or anything like that, all the great people here have been able to take very good care of us. But we're hoping it's going to be a great year. We're really hoping it's going to be a great year, and get out and enjoy Lake Erie the way you should. And something that we're really going to do a lot of this year is take you some of the great things that are happening in the Lake Erie area here, with great restaurants and great things that are going on, and some of the great people here. It's just super people, and I'm really excited about that. And we'll also be talking with Kirsten over at Naughty Details about some of the things you need to do. This is the first thing that I have to do before I even think about waxing my boat, even though it's in pretty good shape, is it needs a monstrous cleaning job, and need to get in here. The water's on now, so we're able to get down here and get it all in tip-top shape before we lay some wax on it. And I know they put the new polymers on and they do all of this. You know what? I put the Meguiar's wax on it every year, the high performance wax, and it just looks wonderful. So we are. I'm really excited about this year, and I hope you guys are too. Get into boating, and Captain Chris Hoover will be doing stuff with us this year on giving you some ideas on being smart out on the water and knowing what's going on. But this week I've got Brenner in here. We'll get Kenny on, Kenny the parts guy. Everybody knows Kenny the parts guy. He'll be on along with Tim and Bill Aiken and Kirsten. So it should be a great show. Thanks for watching and the great comments and all. Next week we'll be doing the Catawba Boat Show, and we'll have that for you too. And it's just been kind of cool because we're a local show, not a lot of money involved. We're just doing it to have some fun, and I hope you enjoy it. And 5th season, Lake Erie Port of Call. And I've known this guy so long, and we still have not really, since we started the show, we went out on your boat, you've been out on my, well, obviously you're out on my, fixing my boat all the time, but we haven't really got to enjoy just relaxing and spending time together like we used to. I know you don't like me as much as you used to. I know that. I know. I teared down. But hopefully this year, because now you've moved up. You're like the Beverly Hillbillies. You've moved up now.
That's the
the Jeffersons.
Jeffersons.
Yeah, the Jeffersons. Yeah. No, but you're out in Port Clinton now. You have your boat in Port Clinton, and then you have it here too. But Tim, the one thing that we talked with Bill a little bit with Kenny. It's like, okay, we're that first week of March where everybody's our butt cheeks are tingling. Right now, it's like, oh man, and then we've had 70-degree weather. It's not going to last. I know there's another polar vortex or something in there. But what are some of the things people have to do, to their boat, to just the first things you want to do, just to, maybe it's not time to do X, Y, and Z heavy stuff, but make sure you go down to your boat and check it and things like that. And
yeah, I mean, you gotta, if you keep it outside, shrunk wrapped or covered or inside, you just want to kind of assess what you got.
Right.
Uncovered, if it's outside uncovered, look at the bottom paint. Look at, hook the batteries up or check them, charge them, load test them, make sure the batteries are good. Just look over wiring, look over the bottom, look over canvas, just kind of, and then come up with a game plan of what you need to do.
Write it all down.
And then depend on what you can afford or what you want to do. You know, there's big projects, there's little projects. Just go from there, but you got to start out by just kind of assessing what you got.
Well, I never really thought of it this way because I really have never had basically a live-on boat like mine is now, and I'm going to have to buy new batteries. I just bought batteries 3 years ago, and I think I have a battery issue. You and I talked about it, where one of them is pounding at like 16 volts, and then it'll come back and it's fine. You don't want to get into those kind of, I don't know if it would blow up or anything like that, but 3 years, time for new batteries. Is that about the time frame?
Usually on boats, usually about every 4 years.
Okay.
Well, because the chargers are constantly charging, and it's just the cold and the warm and then the cold. Yeah, and about every 4 years.
That's the other thing with me. The charger that I have on my boat, I'm sure it's not original, but it's on all the time, so there's probably some new chargers that are probably a little smarter.
Yeah, smart charge.
That's probably where I want to go with that then. So that's something we're going to do here early in the season here with some of the stuff we've got. And do you have anybody already talking about dropping yet?
Oh, you always get the crazies.
Not me and Bubba. No, that'll be 2 or 3 weeks for us. But
everybody gets excited,
Yeah.
It just, but that again, it's coming.
Exactly.
The warm's coming, but it's going to get cold again.
Well, hopefully the weather stays good. We didn't have the ice flow this year, and that's always an issue because you wind up with all that ice flow. You get a lot of the sticks and the logs and everything that come into you really don't have that this year.
The ice flow and like a heavy downpours in the spring usually wash everything into the river, and then it makes the river a mess for few weeks.
Knock on wood, everything's looking pretty good here on the western end of Lake Erie.
Yep.
And as we speak, it's a torrential downpour outside. It's Wednesday here or Tuesday, and it's doing that. We talked with Bill about it too, and you got to get on a schedule if you have a boat down here and you want to get dropped. You have to schedule that, right? And and I told everybody about the fact that I'm going to get a haircut with my boat at the end of August. That let you power wash it.
Yep.
Probably something everybody should do is power wash it at least once during the season, right?
Yep, usually mid-season. That around this area, the algae grows pretty fast with the warm, stagnant water, and a lot of hair grows on, and you lose a lot of performance.
The hair on my boat was longer than what's her name, Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
It was long, and I kept yelling, "Why isn't my boat running?" And well, I'm just betting it's probably algae, and that's exactly what it was. So excited about that. Well, thank you, sir. I got a cold one waiting for you on the boat when we get it in there. I think there's still some Rumpelmans on my boat right now, too. I don't know if you want to worry about that right now, but thanks. Kept my boat safe all winter, and looking forward to the season and having some fun.
Sounds
all right,
good.
buddy. I'll be bugging you soon.
All right.
Hi, I'm Marty Sutter, President of Genoa Bank, a locally owned community bank providing a full range of banking services. At Genoa Bank, we believe a bank should do more than just conduct business. We genuinely care about the communities we serve, and we take our hometown commitment to heart. Our biggest investment will always be in you, whether it's a personal account or business. Genoa Bank is committed to outstanding service. We want to know you by name and help you with all your banking needs. Genoa Bank, we take your banking needs personally.
Being on the water is one of the best ways to enjoy the outdoors, and we all know that a safe day on the water is a perfect day on the water. You're ready to connect with nature, explore new places, see new things, maybe connect with that big fish. However, the most important connection while you're out on the water is with your boat's engine. Whether you use a lanyard or the safety and convenience of a wireless fob or wristband, connecting with your engine gives you safety and confidence for a perfect day.
Stop struggling with the big box stores. Choose Gladio.
Gladio Home Center. A hardware store, yet so much more. Your home improvement answer store. A place to design your interior space. A professional and friendly smiling face. Everything you need for your home. And Gladio is locally owned.
Different problems require different solutions. Seagate Roofing and Foundation Services has been solving water problems for over 30 years. We have the expertise to provide you with the best solution. Seagate replaces foundations, straightens walls, lifts sinking foundations, and waterproofs basements. Get your free estimate before you make a decision because you deserve to have all the facts. We are the local experts.
244 LEAK Seagate.
I was telling you about this great guy, the parts man, Kenny. How you doing, buddy?
Good, Mike, good.
You ready to put up with me this year again?
Boy, once again, yes, sir. Tried to hide from you, but season's rolled
Had
around
Lane
again.
Bryant's.
I can tell you're ready to go.
You know, we've had this 70-degree weather, and I'm sure the phone's been ringing off the hook, right?
It certainly has.
Everybody's getting
It's been
early.
nice. Yeah,
What is the one thing that people seem to be buying this early in the season? Because we're the first week of March right now, and what are the things that everybody wants to get themselves set up with?
Yeah, big ones right now. Bottom paint is number one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I sell Pettit Paint. They've got a real good rebate going on their nice Hydra Coat. The bottom paint, $50 off.
Is that the stuff I
Gallon
use?
Rebate, yes.
It is? Okay.
So it's good stuff.
There
Yes,
you go.
sir.
You just sit
and
down
then
now.
other than that, it's oils.
Right, right, right.
Filters, and then cleaning products too. But everybody, a little bit of everything.
Well, I'm going to go back to that bottom paint. You know, you got me into that. It was more expensive than the other paints, but you said, trust me, you'll be happy you did it. And this is now my third season on that full paint that I did. Mm-hmm. And it's still, you know, I have to buy a little quart of it and, you know, touch up places and stuff like that. But you expect that, especially when your boat got as hairy as mine did. You know, and that had nothing to do with, that was just me, my fault. But when you get involved in this, I mean, if people need something and you don't have it, you basically can have it the next day.
Yeah, I have a delivery warehouse, brings it every day to me here during the season, so it works out really nice.
Fantastic.
As long as they got it, I get it.
Well, what are you looking forward to this season?
But you know, I hope the weather breaks early and then stays consistent. That's what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for more product being available. Last few years with the COVID years situation, stock has been an issue on certain things. That's getting a lot better.
Fantastic.
So it's going to be nice to be able to have stock here, be able to order stuff. Just a great year.
Well, I'm going to be ordering, you know, 3 years ago, I put lights, underwater lights on my boat, and they were the cheapos. And they didn't leak or anything, but they weren't very bright. You know, they were about as dim as my Pinto's car headlights. They were just dim. So I can order them right through you. You can get them for me.
Oh, sure.
Well, that's going to be coming up here in a couple of weeks. Well, thanks for spending some time with me, buddy.
All right, guy. Anytime.
He's here all the time. And what is the times when the parts department's open?
Right now we are 9 to 5. That'll be changing in about a month. We'll go to 9 to 6.
Oh, fantastic.
Monday through Friday. Saturday it's 10 to 2 right now. Another few weeks it'll be 8 to 2.
Oh, so very good.
We'll be ready.
All right, well, we're getting excited. I know we've kind of inched up a few weeks with this great weather that's here, and by the time this airs, it's probably going to be 20 below again.
Don't say that, Mike. Don't jinx us. Come on.
We'll be out working on the boat anyways.
All right, guy.
Well, you know, it's the first of the year, our 5th season of doing Lake Erie Port of Call. Place that makes it all happen, of course, is Harrison Marine, Brenner 75, and this man. And you look fantastic, dude.
Well, thank you. I feel good.
I mean, you say you're working out. You've been doing some stuff this winter.
Staying active.
You
Chasing
are?
kids around, yeah.
That'll do it every
Yes, it
time.
will.
That'll do it. Now, you know, one of the things I want to talk to you guys about, especially you, is the fact, if people are interested in getting into boating, I mean, as you can see back here, we got some nice boats, and some of these boats are for sale.
Yes, some of them are. Yeah, absolutely. So we can help you out with the boat, the dock, everything.
Well, you know, I've been docking here for 5 years now, and I literally call this home. They call me the mayor. I like that.
Yeah.
You know, I like being here. We're hoping to have some really good fun things. We're planning on getting the Loaded Chicken, Mike Francis's big food truck
That'll
down here. And, you know, it's so hard to get things going during the weekends because every weekend everybody's got something going on.
Yeah, they're jam-packed. Weekends are jam-packed, especially when we only have so many of them as a boater. You want to try to maximize those out.
Last year, the weather really contributed to me saying a lot of words I wouldn't say on my show here right now because Every
Right.
Saturday I had off, it was a torrential downpour.
Yeah, you can't control that stuff. You got to try to watch the weather and be smart about it, and not take the boat out if it's going to be gale force winds and bad weather. But you also can't control it. You can't let a 10-minute thunderstorm ruin your weekend.
It would for me, because I'm a wuss. Yeah, I'm a boating wuss.
Fair weather boater.
I'm a fair weather boater. Bill, in the last few years, we've had a lot of new boaters come into it, and you've got such a selection of different boats that people can get into.
Yeah.
What would you recommend if a guy and his wife, they say, we got our daughter, it's just the three of us. What would be a really good starting boat for them?
You got to get something that's going to be versatile. If you want to fish, if you want to go cruising, if you want to stay the night on it, every boat has its pros and cons. Every boat has a lot of different options. So you have to get something that you're going to utilize, because you don't want to get a boat and to not utilize it, to pay for storage and dockage and not use it. So get something that you can use and be versatile with it, and take it out fishing and cruise it up to downtown for dinner, or do a couple little overnights here and there.
Well, that's the one thing too. They're starting to, this year's still going to be a little iffy, but there's some new stuff downtown, and they got a lot more docks in now, and so there's going to be a lot of cool things going on here. And everybody laughed at me because I didn't get to take my boat out that much, but I was on my boat at least twice a week.
A lot of people. You don't have to
sit around and have a good time.
You don't have to do the great loop to be a good boater. You can still enjoy your boat, and you can still have a lot of fun with it, even doing a lot of local stuff. There's so many local things to do within a 10-mile radius just of our marina right here that you can go do, and you don't have to spend a fortune in gas, and it's short distances. And if it's really windy out and the waves are bad out in the lake, you can stick in the Maumee River and go downtown. You can go all the way to Perrysburg if you wanted to on the boat, and you're within inhabitable land, and you can feel safe and have a good time with it.
Back to my original question, what size boat do you think for somebody that doesn't have any boating experience?
That's a loaded question, open question. With really, it really depends on what they're going to do with it, right?
Okay.
Because you don't want to you're not going to go out there and get a 20-footer and say we want to go out in the lake and and stay weekends and weekends on it, right? So
if a 20-footer on the lake is kind of
it just depends on what the weather is,
right?
You got to pay attention to the wind and which way the wind's coming from, and you got to pay attention.
Well, with the brand new boats, brand new boats are bazillions of dollars now, and you're not seeing that cabin type boat as much anymore. You're seeing the center consoles, you've got a ton of them here too, the pontoon boats.
A lot of day boats. A lot of the day boats where you have, it's all more of an open layout to where you have the seating available and less cabin space available. So I call them day boats basically. We're just going out for the day, for the evening, early evening, and then being done with it. So that's a lot of it's going towards that, with pontoons, center console, ski boats, stuff like that.
But you got them here, and you've got some great used boats. My boat's a used boat. I love my boat. That's my wife. My boat is my wife, and you take very good care of it. We winter store it here. You've got incredible storage options here, and you do have some docks available too for this season.
Yes, absolutely. So right now is actually the perfect timing going up into the boating season, where you really want to try to get that stuff squared away to pick out your dock. And a lot of those locations a lot of the marinas have a different pros and cons, with ours being all floating docks right here on the western basin of Lake Erie, right on the Maumee River. Gives you a lot of options with going downtown, staying in the river, going out in the lake. It's a great location, the great floating docks, great staff, gas dock available.
J-Mo's here.
You're here a lot. I don't know if we're going to list that as a pro, though.
Okay. That's one of them. Neutral. Yeah, we'll leave it at neutral. No, it's just a great time down here. My favorite time of the night is at about 9:30, 10 o'clock. The sun's just starting to set. It's July, and we're just relaxing, having a great steak dinner or something. Yeah. And everybody just comes and sits around and shoots a poop. That's my favorite thing to do.
Tinkering or working. Yeah, absolutely. Coming down, and when the weather's nice and it's comfortable, and it's a good time.
I hope I'm not tinkering this year. I didn't have to tinker too much last year, but I did get lazy.
You gotta be a tinkerer.
I got lazy, and I didn't take the boat out for those last 2 months. And that's another cool thing here is, I can schedule a time, and I'll talk to Tim about that. During the middle of the year, I can just pull my boat out of the water and have it power washed, because literally we had to give my boat a haircut.
Or you could use it on a regular basis.
See, there you go. And that's what Bill does. Bill uses his boat all the time. I kind of look up to him because you get out and you enjoy it, and hopefully I'll be following you in the old Loan Again here, and I'll come out and
Naturally.
I'm chicken. I'm scared. I really am,
don't be scared.
because
You
I
do a
don't
good
want to hit
job.
anything, and so I'm very. But the more I learn things, I want to go up to up into Monroe and all those places, and we'll have to get you on board.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to do it.
Very cool. Thanks for spending some time with me.
Great.
And you're the man, sales here. You guys are open, 6 days a week,
Yep.
right?
Yes, we are.
And you can come over here to Brenner 75, talk about the docks, talk about what you want to get yourself into, and if you have a problem with your boat, you'll get him to Tim.
Yep.
And he'll make everything, or Ken too. We're going to have Ken on too today.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to have him on
Best
just for a
parts guy
minute.
in Northwest Ohio.
He is the now you have to do it, Ken, because it's on the tape. So we'll have Ken on. We'll be right back. Mike Jameson and Jameson's Mobile Music would like to talk to you about your entertainment needs for your upcoming wedding or special event. For over 25 years, Mike has made wonderful memories, one event at a time. Professional sound and lighting and video for your special event. Call us today for an affordable package for your special day. 419-514-1302. Jameson's Mobile Music and Video.
Furnace not working? Wojo's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing can help. Go to wojosheating.com.
Well, as the rain pours down here at the first week of March, I'm here with my good friend Kirsten and Naughty Details. You're busy already. You've got boats in here. I think that's 74 degrees yesterday. Probably everybody's flipping the switches on everywhere. It's spring.
Yeah, officially in a couple weeks, but it's spring. I can get you in now. So.
And this is the time of year that you work with the boats that can probably get in quicker than the big 30, 40-foot boats. Mm-hmm. It's the 22, 24, 26-foot boats that you can bring right into your shop, and everybody can get what they need to get done. Because you got to wait till the weather gets a little better before you can work on the boats that are outside.
Correct. Yep.
And the one thing that has always intrigued me about this, obviously you do the bottom painting and all of that stuff, but you can actually make a 30-year-old boat look brand new.
I try. I certainly try. Yeah.
You're a hard worker. You're busting on it all the time, but I mean, it's got a lot to do with the products, right?
It does. I mean, there's a lot of steps that are involved. There's a lot of different products that are involved, and then the way that you seal it and you finish off also kind of makes a difference.
Now, you've been hearing about these all the time, these monstrously expensive coatings that they're putting on now, and the ceramic finishes and that. I mean, is that what people are asking for now, or?
I still do a lot of wax. I do some sealants, which is basically between wax and ceramic.
Okay.
It doesn't have any silicone in it. And then you have the ceramic coatings. And those have such a variety of levels of ceramic in them too. And I've got a couple different options. So it really just depends on what you want and what's in your budget on what we use.
I truthfully still believe in the old-fashioned wax. I watch how you wax on and wax off. But I mean, you do a really good job.
You look like you do a good job here.
No. Every time I come down here, you don't get any work done because we laugh too much. So you got to quit that. But seriously, just the good old-fashioned waxes, if you put them on the right way and you take care of the boat, at the end of the season, there's still water is still, bubbling up or doing what it's supposed to do.
Yep.
So they don't have to spend, multi-million dollars. But some of these new coatings, it's breathtaking what they do to a red boat. A red boat seems to be or a black boat. You got a black one here you're doing right now. But, you can get all those little scratches out. And I mean, you go over that with the people when you talk about it, right?
Yeah, I mean, everybody is like, I want it to look like this. Okay, well, these are the steps I'm going to take in order to make sure that it looks like that. And we talk. It's per boat, per person, per budget, per job. We've
got your phone number down here right now, and you're booking up, and you still have some availability. Bottom painting on the bigger boats, once again, you can't do it till it gets. What's the temperature that you would be able to get outside for boats that are outside? And you're here at Harrison Marina at Brenner 75, right. So you do most of the stuff that goes on here too.
Right. So a lot of people think that when I say 55 degrees, it needs to be 55 degrees outside. Well, it needs to have a surface temperature of 55 degrees or it's not going to react the correct way. So it needs to be pretty solidly like 60 and a little bit warmer at night too, so that it doesn't get super cold at night and freeze, and then I come in the next day and then, you know, it just doesn't adhere right. So 55 for surface is a pretty good number to remember.
Well, we have to get you out on the boat when we go do one of the fun things, like when we take it up to Lost Peninsula or we take it over to Maumee Bay or something, so you can come out and have a dinner with us and have some fun.
I'll push you in.
Well, you will, that's for sure. But seriously though, Naughty Details, and how many years now?
A little over 5.
You know, that's because we've been doing Let's Fix Her Up for almost, this is our 5th season. So very cool. And give her a call and she can help you out with everything that's going on.
Yep. Bye.
She's going to hit me back, I know.
No, I won't. I'll wait till later when there's no camera on.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's show. I got a lot of work to do on this baby and, you know, get some of the things cleaned up here, but it's just superficial work. I'm very lucky because the great folks here at Brenner have taken very, very good care of my boat and make sure that I do everything right. Got to get a coat of wax on it, get it all cleaned up, and I'll be in the water by next week, and we'll be having some fun. If you have any suggestions, like maybe you have some boating people or you want to get them on the show, make sure Mike at Lake Erie Port of Call. We'd love to talk to them about the boating industry and things that maybe we can help them out with, or, you know, they can help us out with and help our viewers out with too. And appreciate y'all on when we're on Facebook. We've got Lake Erie Port of Call on Facebook, so you can check it out there, of course, with our website too. So thank you once again, and I got to be honest, it's time to get the old pads out and start getting her all done and all of that. Best time of the year for me. My funnest time is just coming out here by myself and getting my boat all cleaned up. So I know every one of you boaters feel the same way. It's nice to have help, but you guys can get the job done yourself. And once again, thanks for watching. 5 years we've been doing this craziness, and I hope we can keep it going on for another 5, 10, 15 years. And spotlighting all the great stuff that's happening here in Northwest Ohio and Lake Erie area. Once again, all the great people over here at Brenner and Harrison Marina, and of course Pier 75, and they really got a touch on what's happening with the boating industry here on the Maumee River, and thank them. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey folks, we'll see you next week, and you know what, want to hit me up during the week, don't forget Lake Erie Port of Call, Lake Erie Port of Call on Facebook, and become a member. We'd love to have you become a member, and you can be part of all of this great fun, and maybe we'll even put you on TV, because that's right, we're local, we want to be on TV. Folks, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Lake Erie Port of Call.